This summer, thousands of people are hitting the road to new destinations, maybe off the beaten path. They're doing it not only with their human family members, but also with their pets. Auto expert Nick Miles is sharing things that Americans are doing differently this year to bring some cost savings to their family. He's speaking on behalf of sponsor Mini USA. Nick, you're not too far from us here in the Mid-State. You're in the Poconos.
Yeah, the Pocono Raceway today was one of the stops for the big rally, Mini Takes the States. And this is where about 650 minis drove off this morning for the Mini Takes the States rally.
That is incredible. I want to hear more about that in a moment. First, I do want to tap into your expertise here. Fuel prices, they are so high. What can Americans do differently this year when they're hitting the road?
Yeah, we have a long list, and I'm always advising people to think about things that they do on a daily basis, and they don't really change when you go on a road trip. So first of all, think about what you do to save on fuel prices every day. Use those apps on your phone, and if you don't have them, you should have them. Load those apps on your phone like Gas Buddy. Don't just fill up your car as you come to the first gas station on a road trip. Use the least expensive gas that you can find and use the apps to find it like Gas Buddy, or use the cards that you have. Those cards include the grocery store cards, either like Costco or Safeway or even Kroger cards that you use every single day, and then find the 10 cents off. And every gas station brand has gas saving cards or apps on the phone, and you can use those to save and get points and to get points off of gas. So that's a good way to save gas. As well as when you take a road trip, use the car, if you have more than one in the family, that uses the least gas, and pack lightly. Imagine that you have to pay for your baggage on an airline and the same way as you would on an airline in your car. So pack lightly, travel toothpaste, mouthwash, the travel things that you would pack. Keep the luggage small and take your pet with you. Don't pay for a pet sitter. If you can get your pet in the car, take them with you. It's great fun to have them along on the ride, having their head hang out the window. It's fun to see their ears flap in the wind, but also make sure you're a responsible pet owner. There's never an excuse to leave them in the car. Have them buckled up safely and make sure that they either in a kennel in the car, or make sure they have a harness on, and always never leave them in the car, but always make sure you're responsible when you take them out of the car at the same time.
You mentioned, all the vehicles that took off from the Pocono Raceway there. It's the biggest road trip in the country.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Mini Takes the States. Now, it usually happens every 2 years, but the pandemic kind of got in the way of everybody. So it was supposed to happen in 2020. We had to wait a little while. 2022, here we go, all the way Burlington, Vermont, down to Greenville, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Of course, we're in the Poconos today, on to Frederick, Maryland. This was 650 minis driving off today. Wow, do we see some crazy decorated minis, everything from octopus to people dressed as the Incredibles to Mickey Mouse on the roof. We had a lot of fun, people waving, honking horns with flags. It was a really great send-off. They're all the way driving, if you see minis on the road, you have to wave. It's kind of the law, having a bunch of fun, but they're all doing it to raise money for Best Friends Society, which is an animal group who really are trying to save all the homeless pets. Their whole motto is save them all. There is 100,000 unwanted pets in America, and they are trying to raise $75,000 before the 17th, which is when everybody actually gathers in South Carolina. There, they will find out how much they've raised. $11,000 was the first 2 days total that we actually have. That $11,000 we're trying to grow. You can find out more by going to the Mini Takes the States website. There you'll see the route, some videos that we've had fun actually making, and you'll also find out what the totals are of the money raised.
Very good. Nick, thank you so much for telling us all about the road